There's some real money in the room.
You have a non-profit organization. They need us. Give it to us, man. How did that come about?
Okay, I started when I was in prison. They Need Us name came up later. The initial name was Hug the Block, right? Because one day I called Baby when I was like, man, what's up? What's the homie? Said, hey, man, you out there still hugging the block? And he used that little term, like hugging the block. Like, wow. I said, I'm gonna start my nonprofit called Hug the Block. And then I did a little research. It's a guy from DC. He had one called Adopt the Block. So I was like, oh, so I put a little curriculum there because I was like, think about this, what I'm about to say. To a certain extent, prisoners still run the streets.
For sure.
So now, I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I could put a little program together whereas when there's minor beef on the street that could kind of be nipped in the bud, a lot of these hood legends that's incarcerated could reach out to the little youngsters and be like, man, look, what's going on? Mind is being monitored, blah, 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 but how can we prevent this from going on? Because what I wanted to do one time was get 2 guys from the Calio, 2 from the Magnolia, and bring them up to New York or somewhere, right? When they had a Super Bowl or whatever, and get 2 rooms and put one from the Cali, one from the Magnolia in the room, and one from the Cali, and then y'all learn to live together, get along. And then from there, they get their little bond going, y'all exchange phone numbers, so if something happened in your hood, you make a phone call to try to dip it in the butt if it didn't go too far. You know,
that's smart.
You know, so when I put all the curriculum together, I put all this stuff together, right? And I was reaching out to people and saying, hey, I got this now, I'm trying to do this. And I used to be upset because I was like, man, nobody trying to help me, man. I got my own money, I could kick it off, but I need help. And it wasn't until I came home that I realized people have lives out here. People, because you know, in prison we be like, not for real, bro. Because in prison we not really doing much, so we feel like send the pictures.
Yeah.
What's you in that money? Why you ain't doing it yet? What's up? What take it so long, man? You know, man, you could have been. And I was one of them was called on fuss. It wasn't until I came home till I realized, man.
Now you be busy now.
Yeah, you know. So I mean, people hit me up like, look, I'll hit you back. Like, we go do this tomorrow. Go do this later. Man, I'm tired. Man, I don't feel like doing that, bro. Like, you know, and I'm like, oh wow, welcome to the real world. People used to tell me that, but you gotta understand this. I can't fathom what's going on out here if I grew up in prison. I spent half of my life around men in prison. 23 years and 10 months. I got locked up, bro, when I was 23 years old. I come home, I'm 48. So I done half of my life in prison. I don't know what y'all doing out here. Yeah. I don't know that this time go by fast out here. It's not enough time in the day, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know this. I just know I gotta survive in prison. I gotta know my homies get into it, so I gotta have my knife on me. I gotta be prepared. If a wall pop off, I got to make it. I gotta survive. I don't know what's going on, so all I know is I ask you to do something while you ain't do it. Because I'm in prison, and if somebody asked me to do something here, I get it done. But mind you, we wake up in the morning, go eat. Some of us work, some of us just laying in the cell all day or watch the TV all day. So I'm thinking there's the same thing going on out here. It's not until I got out here that I'm like, whoa, man, it's moving out here.
Yeah. So the nonprofit, pretty much, the big homie Evil spoke like y'all were the poison at one point. Now you come back to be the antidote to give to the children, and you know what I'm saying? That's y'all are the ones that can fix what y'all messed up.
Right. I was the problem. Now I'm be part of the solution. And this is how They Need Us come about. So I'm doing the paperwork, right? Because I had did a what you call it? That website. I had did all this stuff, right? This back in, you can go, people can look this up. 2011. I didn't know that you have to constantly pay, or you could pay for the domain name for so long. I just thought I come up with that name, I own this name. I didn't know about all this stuff. I'm ignorant to this stuff. So I got my website out, website up. I'm promoting Hug the Block. It disappeared on me one time, right? A year later, Mia X got it. Like, whoa, how'd she get my name? Blah, 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 right? So she got it. I'm like, but when you go up in Louisiana Secretary of State and look it up, you can see that my people already had incorporated the LLC, Hug the Block. So now when I get home, I'm talking about, yeah, my nonprofit, my Hug the Block, blah, blah, blah. So when I go to do it, I go to try to get an EIN number. The IRS won't issue me an EIN number because they tell me somebody in Connecticut, one up top somewhere got it. Man, somebody stole my thing. So at this time, I'm in the mix. I'm on the phone. I'm trying to get it going. I'm on the phone. My people like, what? I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. These people need us. I say, hey, they need us. Go with that. Blah, blah, blah. Got it incorporated. Got LLC, blah, blah, blah. Got the EIN number. And then I'm talking to my Muslim brother Jahai, who got Concrete Chronicle podcast, right? And he talking. He say, man, yeah, man, because these youngsters need us out here. And he say, wait, I said, yeah, bro. We use that in our centers. Man, they need us. I said, man, it's another nonprofit. They need us. And just me and Queen Fran, we just took it and ran with it. And we just been out here moving.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.